So basically from,
Route 105 to St. Albans Street.
exactly, yeah. So that's the section on Church. Depot Street, it's the whole length of Depot Street from the intersection with Main to the intersection with Pleasant Street. And then on Missisquoi Street, you've got a part of it from the intersection with Pleasant Street down to approximately where the cemetery is, where the road turns to dirt, from asphalt to dirt. So that's, I guess, the far south end of Missisquoi Street. So that's the section on Missisquoi. And then on Pleasant Street, as you can see, as it's labeled Upper Pleasant Street. Again, it's the section in yellow or gold. So it's the very north end of Pleasant Street.
Thank you, John. Any questions from anyone concerning Article 2? Yes, Cindy. Cindy, if you could unmute.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I was wondering if the state of Vermont for this year brought back the grant process for state streets, Depot Street in particular.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was something I was going to make the board aware of at your next meeting. You guys aren't aware of this, but about a week and a half ago, we were contacted by the state. They said that they are going to have a Class 2 grant program this year. It was canceled last year in 2020 because of the pandemic and the financial concerns the state had about some of their grant programs. And so the Class 2 road program was canceled. We actually had submitted a grant in March of last year for that program for Depot Street, but did not receive funding because the whole program was canceled. So about a week and a half or so ago, we were contacted by the state. They told us that they are going to have a Class 2 program and asked if we wanted to resubmit the grant application that we had turned in last year to the program. So Gary and I told them, yes, we were interested in doing that. So we'll just have to see. They're supposed to make announcements in April as to who is a recipient, who actually got an award through the program. So no guarantees, obviously, but we have told them that we do want to resubmit our grant application for Depot Street that we had asked them to consider last year, and we'll have to see what happens. So obviously, if that grant application is successful, then that could reduce the amount of the bond that we would need in order to get these road projects completed. But we don't know that for sure. That's an unknown, and we're told we won't find out probably until April who's going to get the grant awards.
Excellent. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
There are no other hands at this time, so we will move on to Article 3. That being to see if the village will approve an amount of $10,000 on the grand list for the purpose of upgrading sidewalks. And there is the notice and warning, Article 3. Any questions concerning the sidewalks and the amount of $10,000?
Matt, maybe you could pull up the shared screen picture that we had to show people which sidewalk improvement we were planning on for 2021. If you've got that available.
Yes, please stand by.
Okay, so yeah, that looks pretty good. Thank you, Matt. So it's actually parts of two different streets. So it would be starting from, can people see where my mouse is or no?
I can.
You can see it,
Everyone else?
Pat? Can other
Yes.
people? Okay, sounds like you can.
Sam is
So,
nodding his
so
head.
okay, so it would start on St. Albans Street and do a section from that four-way intersection of Main, St. Albans, Village Drive, and West Enosburg Road, and go to the intersection with Church, and then take a right down Church Street and cover that right-hand section of Church Street down to the intersection of Pearl Street or Route 105. So that's what we were thinking about doing for a sidewalk improvement for 2021, just for people's information.
Thank you, John. Any questions concerning Article 3 and sidewalk improvement for the coming year? Any questions? All right, we'll continue on. There were no hands raised. So Article 4, to see if the village will appropriate the sum of $1,000 to the Franklin County Industrial Development Corporation. And there you see Article 4 on the notice and warning. Are there any questions concerning Article 4? And I might note again that please, if someone speaks, to state your name first for our note taker. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Any questions on Article 4? $1,000 for the Franklin County Industrial Development Corporation. All right, we will continue with Article 5. To see if the village will vote the sum of $500 for holiday lighting in the downtown area. As you can see, Article 5 on the notice and warning. Any questions concerning Article 5? Any questions? We will continue to Article 6. To see if the village will vote to appropriate the sum of $500 for patriotic banners in the downtown area. As you can see, Article 6. Any questions, comments concerning Article 6 for patriotic banners? No raised hands. We shall continue. Article 7, to see if the village will vote a budget on the grand list to cover the 2021 village general fund budget for operating expenses of $1,063,981, of which $542,850 shall be raised by taxes and $410,291 by non-tax revenues. Any questions on Article 7? Any questions on Article 7? We have none. Article 8, to see if the village will authorize the necessary use of surpluses within departments, provided those funds stay within the Department of Origin. As you can see, Article 8 on the notice and warning. Are there any questions concerning Article 8? Any questions? And we have no raised hands concerning Article 8. So we shall move to other business. Are there any questions of anyone concerning other business at this time? Well, it appears that there are no raised hands for other business as well. So that leads us to our last article, which is adjournment. Do we have any other comments from staff members at this time who would like to speak? Yes, please. Cindy, you have a hand raised?
Yep. I just want to thank Matt for his time with the village and to welcome Lori Stanley as the interim Director of Finance for the village. And we wish her well, and we wish Matt well on his future endeavors.
Well, I certainly echo those sentiments, Cindy, wholeheartedly. Further comments from anyone on the board? Well, hearing none, Sam, I would turn it back over to you.
All right, thank you, Pat. All right, if that's it for tonight's informational meeting, I'll hear a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion. Okay. I'll make the motion to adjourn.
All right, sounds like we have Leonard for the first. Do I have a second?
I second.
Cindy with the second. All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for coming, and have a good evening.
Good luck, Cindy.
Recording
Thanks.
stopped.
Thanks, everybody.